Good evening, everybody. So much to talk about, so little time. I'm probably going to end up having to make several videos just to get through some of these things. But where do I start? Well, let's get to the thing that I think is most important. Um, Over the weekend, I had some developing news, and I really was waiting to hear back. Actually, it happened pretty quick, to be honest with you. It happened within a day or two after I had a conversation with a certain person, and this individual is a good friend of mine. Um, we started out uh, as workers. He was my boss. I was the salesman. We used to work. He still does work in the RV industry, and now he's gotten to a point where he is actually an owner of a dealership. So um, prior to starting for Horizon, I started working for him, but he didn't have enough work for me. So that's what made me decide to go to Horizon. Um, one of the decisions, one of the reasons why. Anyways, after I did all that, I heard from him this past weekend, and he kind of found out what they have been telling us up north, up there. I heard from Horizon themselves and other people that there isn't enough drivers to get all the units down on a timely basis. They're backlogged. Some of the transport companies are backed up 3 or 4 weeks. And guys, I'm going to tell you this right now. That's capitalism. That's wonderful. That's what's going to make us as drivers more money because they need drivers. They need guys. And some companies are going to pay you more money than others to keep you in their, you know, thing going. One company was backed up 4 weeks. So what does that tell you? They're going to have to give more money to make it go. An example for Horizon, which is something I saw that it's good. The bad part is it's not permanent. Is they're giving a bonus? Essentially, they've been giving bonuses for the last 3 months, and they're going to give it this month, and I have a feeling they're going to continue to give it. Um, why? Because they can't get enough drivers. It just means more money in your pocket. It just means everything's great. Well, for me, it had a different effect. What happened is I had my old friend, who's now he's my boss again, um, approach me. He called me, says, "Hey, Manny, I need you." And I was like, "Okay, dude, what's going on?" He can't get his units to his dealership fast enough. Um, they're sitting there, they're ready to roll, but they don't have enough time, enough drivers to bring them down in timely manner. That means that they're taking a month or longer to get them down. And during this time of period, starting from right now through Labor Day, actually it's even right around August, you've got a window where people are buying trailers and RVs for the summer. So things are going to be like like crazy for the next 3 months. It's busy all year long, but this is where they start seeing a spike in some of this stuff. I've already gone through this because I've been in RV sales, I've been in service, I've been as a driver. I've done a lot of different things. I've had many different hats on when I've been in the RV industry. So I talk from experience. Things start picking up, right around Memorial Day. A little bit before that, people are already starting to think about vacation, so they're starting to buy trailers. And in March, they had the most trailers that has ever been delivered in the history of Indiana because almost all trailers come from two locations. They either RVs either come from Indiana or Oregon. Most of them. I'm not saying all of them, but most of them. So um, they've had just a surge, and so as a result, there's a lot of business. And now what happened is, bottom line, my buddy, old boss, who's now my boss again, approached me, said, "Hey, Manny, I want you to come on board." He's paying me more money, less hassles. Um, one of the things that it's just part of the business and it's not a big deal, but I don't have to deal with it just because I have a prior relationship. He trusts me. We know each other. He knows who I am. He knows, he can trust me with uh, bringing his equipment down. his units down. You know, I don't deal with deductibles or those deposits they want to keep. I don't have to deal with you know, them being real finicky about deliveries. You know, as long as the thing has not been in an accident or, you know, full of hail damage or something like that, you know, they're not going to pay attention to the little stuff. So that means that I'm not going to have to be getting nickel and dimed. One example I'm going to tell you all right now, real quick. The last delivery I made to Pennsylvania in my other video, the 7-way plug. It's a plug that goes into your truck. That's what you plug into for your brakes and your lights, all that kind of good stuff. Well, it it got a cut. Some kind of a cut got into it, and it wasn't because of road. We call it road rash. That means that the cable was dragging on the road, and you can see where it got burnt, and everything just, you know, starts disintegrating. It starts melting because it starts, you know, running along the road. Well, it wasn't road rash. It ended up being somewhere where it got pinched. Regardless, I can't be honestly sure whether it happened before or after I took the trailer. I never caught it when I plugged it into my truck. I didn't see it, but nevertheless, it happened. I didn't see it until literally I pulled the plug out, and as I was wrapping it, that's when I saw it, and I was like, oh man, this is all I need. Sure enough, the people that I delivered to caught it. They saw it, documented it on the paperwork. It is what it is. But the whole thing is, as we say in Spanish, I'm probably going to get chorizo, which means I'm going to get the shaft uh, in English. And what that means is they're going to give it to me because the lady was like, oh, we're going to have to replace that. And it could have been easily spliced, but, you know, it's a brand new unit. I know that if it would have been shrink wrapped or if I would have put some electrical tape, I could have fixed it. They never would have said anything. But because we didn't catch it until the unit landed there, you know what? I'm probably going to get hit for a couple $100 or maybe more. So I don't have to worry about those things now. You know, insurance, I don't have to worry about it. He's taking care of all the insurance. I just have to make sure I got insurance on my truck. So that saves me some money too. Um, but that's the big news that I wanted to give you guys heads up on that's happening to me. I'm still going to be doing transporting, guys. I'm just not going to be doing it for Horizon anymore because he's going to pay me more money. One of the other advantages is I'm going to be basically a dedicated run. That means I'm going to Indiana and I'm coming back to Houston. There is another location he has a little further south, down in a little town called Donna. It's down in the area of South Texas called the Rio Grande Valley. That's where originally I'm from. But he's not going to necessarily need me to go down there, but maybe once in a while. But pretty much, I'm going to be just going back and forth from Indiana to Houston. That's pretty much all I'm going to have to worry about. That means I'll be home every couple of days, 2.5, 3 days, whatever it takes me to come back, you know, back and forth. Um, it's consistent. I already know how much I'm going to make. There's not going to be any fluctuation in the pay. Um, so I'm getting paid more. It just means it doesn't matter what I bring, whether it's a trail trailer or a fifth wheel, it's all going to be the same. But since it's the same, but it's more money, it's more consistent. Um, he's guaranteed me that he can want me to deliver at least 8 to 10 units a month, preferably 10. Well, that's a little bit hard for me, but I think I can might pull it off every once in a while. You know, work my ass off and do 3 deliveries in a week because to do 3. You know, on averaging about 2.5, 3 days. There's not enough time in the week to do 3 in a week. I can only pull that off if I have like my wife helping me and she would like to, you know, I'd have her drive the truck up empty, which she might do for me. She's, you know, half on the truck. She owns half the truck, and just going up north empty without a unit is not a problem. She can drive the truck, and then I could just turn around and just take over when you know, we got to drive the truck down with the trailer, which means it would save me a lot of time, and then I could probably do 3 in a week. But she's going to be thinking about jumping on here in a few months. She wants to basically go on the road with me, which is great for me. I really, really would look forward to doing that with her. So it's a good move, and would just allow us to make more money. She makes real good money right now, but she's getting tired, and she just wants to be able to have her independence, which that's another reason why I like doing this. But anyways, guys, I wanted to make this short video just to kind of give you guys a heads up. Um, Nothing wrong with Horizon. I think it's a good company. It's just I got a better offer, and it's better for me. I can't complain. What else can I say? It's what everybody wants. Just more money, less hassles, and you know, uh, it makes me feel good that somebody was looking out for me and wants me, but it knows that I know I do a good job. So um, the hard work's paid off, and just got to continue doing the same thing. So that was the big news. That's the video I'm gonna throw up here for you guys, just so you can give you a heads up. And I've got a lot more videos coming. I'm probably gonna do another one right after this one. I just don't want to put it all bunch it up together, so you guys will see that. Um, don't forget, guys. Please, if you like it, please like it. Uh, if you like my videos, subscribe. I really appreciate it. And if you got any comments or questions, as a matter of fact, I'm going to be doing another video here pretty quick on a comment that one of my guys made here, um, to try to um, help everybody out. He had a very good point, and I'm going to talk about it here in the next video. So, um, heads up, keep an eye, guys. I'm going to make them interesting and make sure that everybody is, you know, we're not here just talking and BSing. We're here to help each other out. That's what I'm going to try to do. If I get anything from anybody else that I think is worth putting on, I'm going to put it on there, because that's all we're here for. I want to help you guys out, help me out. We all can learn from each other. This is just going to be a sounding board for everybody, so that we can all get on the same page and help each other out and make some money, and do it safely, and do it more productively. Don't waste time. So without further ado, guys, thanks, man. Appreciate you watching my video, man. Take care.